Hello student, myself Digant Sakhiwala. I am your science sir. Today we will continue chapter number 3, atoms and molecule. Dear student, today we are going to learn about the chemical formula or how to write the chemical formula. So before writing the chemical formula, you are able to understand the symbol of all the element. Some element symbols are not what you pronounce as it is. Okay, like gold, it is not started with the G, but it is started with AU. Aurum, silver, again it is AG. Okay, we can say that mercury, it is Hg, calcium Ca, sodium is Na, potassium is K. Like second thing, you have to learn about their valency. Okay, what is the valency? It has how much positive charge, +1, +2, +3, -1, -2, -3, that is called the valency. Now valency is depend upon the number of electron present in the atom. Okay, positive charge is formed when the atom is having less than 4 electron in outermost orbit, then they have tendency to lose the electron. Okay, so when they lose the electron, they have positive charge. When any atom is having more than 4 electron, then they have tendency to gain the electron, so they have the negative charge. Okay, we can also say that valency means what? Number of electron exchange during the chemical reaction, that is called the valency. Or in this topic, definition of valency is given: the combining capacity of any atom is called the valency. Valency is either plus or minus. Okay, it does not depend upon the minus or plus symbol. Plus and minus symbol indicate the presence of proton and electron. When the plus sign is there, meaning is that protons are more, and when minus sign is there, then it indicates the number of electrons are more. When number of protons are more, that is called cation or positive ion, and when the number of electrons are more, that is called anion. Now combining capacity of hydrogen is 1, because hydrogen combined with one hydrogen lose the 1 electron and make the hydrogen ion, and it can combine with one another atom. Okay, same way hydrogen can accept the electron and it is called hydride. Okay, oxygen can combine with it is a divalent, oxygen is 2-, so it can combine with 2 hydrogen. When it combine with the 2 hydrogen, then it make the water. So when any compound is formed, then it depend on what? Its valency. Okay, so one by one we will learn. Writing the chemical formula. The chemical formula of the compound is a symbolic representation of its composition. So chemical formula is nothing but it is a symbolic representation of its constitution. Like when I say about the common salt, means what? Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride indicate what? One sodium atom is present, one chlorine atom is present. Same way when I say about water, what is water? Water means in that 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen is present. Okay, so molecular formula indicate that which type of atom is present and how many times the atom is present. Okay, for that the valence will play major role. The chemical formula of the different compound can be written easily by the symbol combining capacity of element. So it is very important that you are able to know all the symbol of the element. Just now we have 114 elements are there, or 118 elements are there. So you have to go through the symbol of them. Okay, after that the chemistry is not tough for you, as well as you are able to know the valency. Valency is depend upon the number of electron present in the atom. Okay, so if the outermost orbit contains less than 4 electrons, then what happens? That atom has tendency to lose the electrons, so they are metals. And if the atom is if the outermost orbit of an atom is having more than 4 electrons, then they have tendency to gain the electron. Okay, so they make the negative ion, or it is called the anion. Okay, those who has the positive ion, they are also called the cation. Dear student, combining capacity of element, we can say that it is the valency. Valency is either plus or minus. Okay, the combining power or capacity of an element is known as its valency. Okay, so it is known as the valency. Okay, valency are either positive or the negative. Valency can be used to find out how the element to form the chemical compound. So valency decide that how the chemical compound is obtained. Okay, like sodium chloride in that 1 Na and 1 Cl. But whenever we try to make barium chloride, then it is a BaCl2. You can check here barium chloride in that B small a and Cl2. What happened here? Chlorine is present 2 times, whereas sodium chloride in that chlorine is present 1 time. Okay, so valency play major role. In NaCl, Na is +1 and Cl is -1, so it is simple NaCl. But in the barium chloride, Ba is 2 plus and Cl is -1. To make the 0, the BaCl2, we have to write BaCl2. Later on we will learn more in detail. The valency of the atom of element can be thought of as hand or arm of that atom. Okay, so valency is one type of hand which make the bond. Okay, like calcium has +2 valency. How it will come, that we will learn in the next chapter also, how the calcium has 2 valency. Okay, so it indicates the combining capacity of an atom. It can combine with how many negative ion, okay, or how it make the how many bond. It depend upon the valency. The valency of the some common ions are given below. So here it is given. First valency is 1. So we will see here all about the valency. Okay, valency in that both the type of ions are there. Positive ion, cation. Okay, in which the protons are more, electrons are less. Why protons are more? Because they have tendency to lose the electron. Why they have tendency to lose the electron? Because in an atom, outermost orbit contain less than 4 electron. And some negative ions are there. In the negative ions, what happen? Generally they have the more than 4 electron in outermost orbit, so they have tendency to gain the electron. Okay, so we will learn about the valency wall. Sodium Na1 plus sign indicate that 1 proton is more here. Okay, we can see here potassium K plus, it indicate that 1 proton is more. Silver Ag plus, that is Ag plus 1 plus indicate that 1 proton is more. Copper is 1, Cu plus means 1 proton is more. Okay, because dear student, what happen in an atom, number of proton and electrons are always same. But when they make the positive ion and negative ion, when they make positive ion, at that time the number of electrons are decreases, number of protons are increases and number of electrons are decreases in the positive ion or the cation. And negative ion, in that number of electrons are increases, and as number of electrons are increases, number of protons are decreases. So negative ion, in that electrons are more. Okay, we can see here hydrogen is H plus, because 1 proton is more. You can see that hydrogen has both the type of tendency. We know that when any atom lose the electron, then they are called metals. So hydrogen lose the electron, so it has plus charge. But surprise thing is that it has tendency to gain the electron, so it make the H minus. It is called hydride. But hydrogen cannot come in the metal category because all metals are in the solid form. Exception in that mercury, we can say that. Okay. Chloride Cl minus. Chlorine, in that we can say that 1 electron is more, that is called chloride. Chlorine and chloride, the different you know. Chlorine means Cl2 gas, chloride means what? 1 electron is more. Bromide Br minus 1 electron is more. Iodide means I minus 1 electron is more. So dear student, what we come to know that here we are not discussing about the plus and minus sign, we discuss about the valency. Okay. Ammonium NH4 1 plus. Okay, number of proton is more. Hydroxide OH minus ion. Okay, these are the symbol of polyatomic ions. Polyatomic ions means the atom in that more atoms are present, negative ion in that more atoms are present, or the positive ion in that more atoms are present. Okay, you can see that in the ammonium, how many are there? 4 hydrogen and 1 nitrogen, 5 atoms are present. Okay, so it is the ammonium, polyatomic ions. Hydroxide OH minus ion, minus 1 means 1 electron is more. Nitrate NO3 minus. Hydrogen carbonate, that is HCO3 minus. Okay, dear student, nitrate, after that nitride is also there, that is called NO2 minus. Okay, till you don't know these all the things, you are not able to write any chemical reaction, so you have to learn this thing thoroughly. Okay, now we are going to learn about the plus. Here we are going to learn about the 2 valency. Okay, valency, we again I told you that it is not plus and minus. When protons are more, it is a +2, and when the electrons are more, then that is a -2. Magnesium Mg2 plus indicate 2 protons are more. Calcium Ca2 plus 2 protons are more. Zinc Zn2 plus 2 protons are more. Iron, in that Fe2 plus 2 protons are more, 2 electrons are less. Copper Cu2 plus, then it has the 2 protons are more, 2 electrons are less. Now you can see that copper is 2 form. Cu1 plus is called Cu plus and Cu2 plus is called the cupric. Remember, Cu1 plus is called the Cu plus and Cu2 plus is called the cupric. Okay, oxide. Now oxygen and oxide is different. Oxygen is O2, oxide means what? O2 minus. Okay, valency is 2, sulfide S2 minus, valency is 2, carbonate CO3 2 minus. Okay, it is a polyatomic ion. These are polyatomic ion. You can see that 3 oxygen 1 carbon. Sulfate SO4 2 minus. Okay, you can see that 4 oxygen 1 sulfur, so 5 atoms are there. Sulfite SO3 2 minus. Okay, now dear student, many students they have problem in the nitrite. Okay, nitrite means N3 minus, nitrate means NO3 minus, and nitrite means NO2 minus. Same way, so many student has problem in the sulfate SO4 2 minus, sulfite SO3 2 minus, and sulfide S2 minus. Okay, that you have to remember. Now we are going to learn about the 3 valency. Aluminium is Al3 plus, iron is Fe3 plus. Now you can see here, iron is available in the 2 form. Okay, iron 2, Fe2 plus, iron 3, that is Fe3 plus. So Fe2 plus is called ferrous and Fe3 plus is called the ferric. Okay, like here cuprous and cupric, same way here we can say that ferrous, that is Fe2 plus, and Fe3 plus, that is called ferric. Okay, nitrite in that we can see that here this is the N3 minus charge. Okay, we have an example is phosphate whose valency is -3 or 3 minus, PO4 3 minus. Okay, the rules to follow the while writing the chemical formula. So whenever you write any chemical formula, you have to follow some rule. The valency or charge on the ion must be balanced. So number of positive ion equals to total number of positive ion equals to total number of negative ion, like Na plus then Cl minus, both are 0. So what we are writing? NaCl. Okay, like H2O, in the H2O hydrogen is +1, oxygen is -2. So hydrogen is +1, so we multiply by 2, so it is H2O. So now hydrogen is become +2 and oxygen is become -2, so total charge is 0. Okay, when a compound consists of metal and non-metal, the name or symbol of the metal is written first. Okay, so whenever we are giving the name, at that time we will start with the metals. Okay, like sodium chloride, in that Na come first and chlorine is non-metal, so we are writing the name second time, like sodium chloride second side. Okay, example calcium oxide, calcium is first, so we are writing calcium, and oxide means oxygen, that is O. Okay, so what happened here, we are writing first metal name. Iron sulfide, Fe is metal, so we are writing first, sulfide is non-metal, so we are writing second S. Sodium chloride, Na is metal, and chloride, okay, Cl is non-metal, so we are writing there. Copper oxide, that is Cu is metal and oxygen is non-metal, so we are writing like that. Where calcium, sodium, iron, Fe, copper are the metals, so they are written on the left. We can say that they are written on the left side. Okay, whereas the non-metals are there, like oxygen or the sulfur or the chlorine, they are written on the right hand side. Where oxygen, chlorine, sulfur are non-metals, so they are written on the right side. Okay, in compound form with the polyatomic ions, the number of ion present in the compound is indicated by the enclosing the formula of ion in a bracket and writing the number of ion outside the bracket. Okay, so what happened in a compound formed by the polyatomic ion? Polyatomic ions are there. In that, what happened? These are the polyatomic ions. In that, we have to write in the bracket. Okay, we will take one example. For example, magnesium hydroxide, in that Mg and OH, we can see that OH, Mg is 2 plus and OH is what? -1. So to balance it, Mg is 2 plus and OH is -1, so we are writing here 2, and we make the bracket and we are writing 2. So it is a polyatomic ion. Mg is 1 atom and OH is 2, so we are writing OH 2 times, because Mg has +2 charge, OH hydroxyl ion or hydroxide ion has -1 charge. Sodium hydroxide, in that Na is 1 and its valency is also 1, OH is 1, means OH valency is also 1, so no need to write any bracket, you can simply write NaOH. Dear student, to write the chemical formula, we have to understand about atomic number. Different atom has a different atomic number. Okay, that you can easily get the idea from the modern periodic table. Second thing you have to understand about the orbit. Orbit means the path of the electron on which it rotates around the nucleus. There are so many orbit are there. First orbit is called K, second orbit is called L, second orbit is called the M. Number of electrons in the orbit we can find by the formula 2n square. So in the first orbit 2 electrons are there by the formula 2n square. Second orbit in that by the formula of 2n square formula the 8 electrons are there. Okay, and in third orbit we can say that 18 electrons are there by the formula 2n square. Okay. Now dear student, we have to understand another word that is called the octet. Okay. If in the outermost orbit, last orbit, in the less than 4 electrons are there, then the atom has tendency to lose the electron. Okay, how much it lose the electron to complete the octet? So suppose it has 1 electron in outermost orbit, then it lose the 1 electron, and after that it complete the octet. Now what is octet? Octet means what? In the last orbit, second last orbit, or particular that orbit, in that 8 electron must be there. Okay, so either by losing or by gaining it complete the octet. So metals are there, they have tendency to lose the electron because they have more less than 4 electron in outermost orbit. Okay, so when they lose the electron, the number of electron lose, that is called the valency of that atom. Okay, same way, if the atom is having more than 4 electron, then it has tendency to complete the octet by gaining the electron. So generally non-metal are doing this thing. So when they gain the electron, and by gaining electron they complete the octet. In the 2 atom case like hydrogen and helium, in these 2 cases they will not complete the octet, but they will complete a doublet. Doublet means what? 2 electron. We will take some example, after that we will go on that. Okay, so first example we will take sodium. Sodium atomic number is 11, means 11 proton and 11 electrons are present. Okay, so according to 2n square formula, first orbit in that n equals to 1, 2n square, n equals to 1, so 2n square, by that way the electrons are 2. Second orbit in that 2n square formula, so 2 square 4, 4 2s are 8 electrons are there, so 2 8. Third orbit has capacity of 18 electrons, 3 square 9, 9 2s are 18, but sodium has 11 proton and 11 electrons are there, so 2 8 and 1 electron we are writing like that, so we can get a 2 8 1. Now last orbit contain how many electron? 1 electron. It is less than 4, so it lose the 1 electron. So when it lose the 1 electron, its valencies become a 1. We will take the example of chlorine. Chlorine atomic number is 17. So what we can write? 2, second orbit has capacity of 8, and last orbit in that 18 capacity are there, but we are writing 2 8 because 17 electrons are there, we are writing 7 here. 2 8 and 7. Now last orbit contain how many electron? 7 electron. It is more than 4 electron. To complete the octet, what happened? It gains the 1 electron, and by gaining the 1 electron it complete the octet. So valency of chlorine is what? 1. Okay, so this part here, it is for your knowledge only. Okay, so one by one we will understand here. Formula of simple compound. The simplest compound which are made up of 2 different elements are called the binary compound. Okay, like NaCl. NaCl is made up of 2 atoms like NaNCl, or 2 elements like NaNCl. So it is called the binary compound. While writing the chemical formula for compound, we write the constituent element and their valency as shown below. So whenever you want to write about any compound, you want to think that what is water. We do not know it is H2O, but wherever we want to write that, at least we should know the symbol. Okay, water in that hydrogen is present and other is oxygen. And second thing, we should know valency. Now valency we can find by this all the procedure. For valency we should know about the atomic number. We should know that in outermost orbit how many electrons are present, and to complete the octet it lose the electron or gain the electron. That is most important. Okay, after that we can write the any compound. Example formula of hydrogen chloride. So hydrogen chloride, in that at least we know that hydrogen and chlorine symbol are like that. Now hydrogen valency is 1. How we are writing hydrogen valency is 1? Because hydrogen atomic number is 1. 1 proton and 1 electron is present. So outermost orbit contain 1 electron and it is less than 4. So it has tendency to lose the electron. So it lose 1 electron. So its valency is what? 1. Same way chlorine valency is 1. How we are writing 1? Because chlorine atomic number is 17, we are adding 287. Last orbit contain how many electrons? 7 electrons. It is more than 4. To complete 8, how many electrons are required? 1. So chlorine valency is 1 here. We are doing cross multiplication, so the formula would be HCl. Okay, we are not adding H1Cl1, we are adding simple HCl. We will see about another formula, hydrogen sulfide. So whenever you want to write the hydrogen sulfide, at least you know the formula of hydrogen, symbol of hydrogen, that is H, capital H, and sulfide in that S is present, capital S. Then after we are adding the valency. We know that hydrogen valency is 1. Now sulfur. Sulfur, we can say that sulfur we have atomic number is 16. So what we can write? 286. Sulfur in that we can write 286. Outermost orbit contains 6 electron. It is more than 4. So it has tendency to gain how many electron? 2 electron. Because to complete 8 electron, 2 electrons are required. So sulfur valency is what? 2. So we are adding here 2. Now we are doing cross multiplication. So H2. Sulfur is 1. So as we are not adding 1. Okay. Mass in that generally we know that we are avoiding to write the 1. So the formula is H2S. Second, we will see formula of carbon tetrachloride. So at least we should know what is carbon. C, capital C. Chloride means chlorine, we should know Cl. Then after we should know about the valency. So we know that carbon atomic number is, we have 6. Carbon atomic number is 6. So we can write 2, 4. Outermost orbit contains 4 electron. To complete octet also it is the 4 electron. Chlorine has 287. Okay. So 7 electron in outermost orbit. To complete octet it needs 1 electron. So valency is 1. So from cross multiplication, so C is 1 and Cl is 4. So CCl4. We are moving here. Magnesium chloride. So that is we should know the symbol. Magnesium is Mg and chlorine is Cl. Magnesium atomic number is 12. Dear student, you have to remember all the atomic number. Then it is easy to do in the exam. Magnesium is atomic number is 12. So what we can write? 282. Outermost orbit contain how many electron? 2 electron, and it is less than 4. So it has tendency to lose the electron. How many electron it lose? 2 electron. So that valency we are writing here. Chlorine we already know here. Chlorine is 287. Outermost orbit contain more than 4 electron. Then it has tendency to gain the electron. How many electron it gain? To complete the 8, it gained the 1 electron, and by gaining the 1 electron, it became a Cl1 minus. So Cl has valency 1. We will do cross multiplication. We will get MgCl2. We will take one another example. Formula of aluminium oxide. So at least we should know the symbol, capital A, small l, and oxygen. We should know the atomic number of aluminium, that is 30. So what we can write? 283. Aluminium we can write here 283. Outermost orbit contain how many electron? 3 electron. Less than 4. So it loses the electron. How many it loses the electron? It loses the 3 electron. And by losing the 3 electron, the valency of aluminium is become a 3. Oxygen atomic number is 8. So we can write 2, 6. Outermost orbit contains 6 electron. It is more than 4. So it has tendency to gain the electron. How many electron it gain? It gained the 2 electron to complete octet. So by gaining the 2 electron, it became a 8. So oxygen is what? 2. Now we will do cross multiplication. So Al2O3. So we get Al2O3. Same way formula for the calcium oxide. Okay, dear student, calcium is most important. Calcium atomic number is 20. So generally student what they are adding? 2, 8, 10. But it is not like that. 2, 8, 8, 2. Due to spinning effect. You will learn this effect in the higher standard. Okay, so calcium is what? 2882. Last orbit contains less than 4 electron. So it has tendency to lose the electron. Lose the 2 electrons. So it loses the 2 electrons. So calcium valency is 2. Oxygen, we already know that oxygen has 6 electrons in outermost orbit and it is more than 4. And more than 4 electrons are there. So to complete the octet, it needs 2 electrons. So oxygen valency is 2. We are doing cross multiplication. Both are same. So we are not adding Ca2O2. Both are same. So we are adding simple what? CaO, calcium oxide. Same way formula of the sodium nitrate. Okay. Now nitrate, nitrite, phosphate, sulfate, sulfide. For that you have to remember the valency. Because in higher standard you will learn how the valency come. Okay. Sodium we know already valency is 1. NO3 valency you have to remember. NO3 is 1, cross multiplication, so we get NaNO3. Formula of calcium hydroxide, symbol is Ca. NOH. Here nitrate is NO3. Symbol is Ca and OH. Ca is 2. We know here 2882. 2 valency. And OH you have to remember that is 1. Cross multiplication. So Ca is 1. We are not writing. But OH is 2 times. So we are writing in the bracket OH twice. Formula of sodium carbonate. Carbonate means CO3 2 minus. Valency is 2. Sodium we know 1. We will do cross multiplication. So we get Na2CO3. We are not writing 1 here. Okay. Formula of ammonium sulfate. Ammonia is 1. Sulfate is 2. Cross multiplication. So ammonium sulfate. Dear student, you have to remember the table for the polyatomic ions. Okay. And for the positive ion and the negative ion, one table is already given in the textbook. Okay. So you can directly write the valency from them. So here we learn what? We learn about the atomic number. You should know atomic number. You should know about the orbit. Last orbit contain less than 4 or more than 4 electrons. If less than 4 electrons are there, then it lose the electron. If more than 4 electrons are there, then it gain the electron, and that will be its valency. Okay. So this is all about the today's session. Thank you so much.